Alrighty, well, we're just gonna kill 2 birds with 7 stones. Go get some coffee and answer and ask Joy. And hope that there's not some law in the Oregonian driving rule book about filming with an HD camera while driving. You want me to look at the road? Do you want me? I don't. So the question was from a woman who, I feel you, girl. I do. She's like, you know, in our friend group, my friend and I were the only 2 single ladies left, and she's like, and we were really close, and now she's dating someone, and I really want to be happy for her, but I'm just kind of jealous, and the guy that she's dating isn't in our friend group, so I've only met him once, and you know, how do I be her friend without becoming like a crazy jealous girlfriend? And the answer is really easy. This is actually the worst intersection. So what you do is the next time you meet him, just put your hand out and say, dude, you know, honored to hang out with you again. I love that my friend is excited about you, but this is the 21st century, and this is how we're gonna date in the 21st century. For every date that you go on, I will be joining you, and you will bring one of your friends each time until I find a male friend of yours that I like enough to date, and then that should work. Or if he says no, then you can be like, okay, it's cool. It's all right, you know, I know that's a lot to ask you to solve all the problems of my love life, but as we were shaking hands, I implanted a tracking device on you, and I will now be able to follow your every move, and if you ever hurt my friend, I will find you. I have a particular set of skills. You know, but whatever, that's just a suggestion, use your own words, I don't know. But no, I do feel you on this. It just continues. First, you'll be the only friend not dating. Then you'll be the only friend not married. And then you'll be the only friend that doesn't get to send an email yearly letting every other friend know that you're pregnant. My guy friend just broke up with his girlfriend last week, and he was like, is it just me, or is the entire Facebook feed engagements? And I was like, yeah, and weddings and pregnancies. And okay, so what do we do with that? You know, how do we not get jealous? And I think, you know, we have different options of what we can do. We can totally suppress it and be like, I don't care, I'm just, you know, happy for everybody, or, you know, I don't even know if I want to get married anywhere. Why would I ever bring any kids into this world anyway? You know, and we start to deny the very thing that we want. Or another option is that we, you know, do act really jealous, and we get super sensitive, and we stop going to bridal showers, or, you know, we just get bitter, and then we get super sensitive, and we can't, you know, be excited for our friends who are in these different stages of life. Or we can choose to follow scripture that says, rejoice with those who rejoice, or mourn with those who mourn. And I really feel like don't push down your sadness or your jealousy. Just like take that jealousy and mourn the reality of like, what if I don't get to get married, or what if I don't have a child? Like, and let yourself feel that sadness and mourn that. I'm not laughing at you, just the fact that I almost ran into a car. Anyways, so the whole thing is like, I think it's really important for us to mourn the possibility that these things may not happen, because there is a tension in this world of like, if we do believe in scripture, it says like, make your requests known to God, and he wants to give you the desires of your heart. However, like, it simultaneously says that we live in this broken world, and so some things may not happen the way we thought they were going to happen. And so let's, like, the people in scripture knew how to mourn. They knew how to mourn death. They knew how to mourn the barren woman. Like, scripture talks about those things, so obviously they're sad. But then also like rejoicing, because when someone does get married, when someone does have a baby, like, that is a blessing. It is a blessing. And so we need to not see it as, why are we cursed? But we need to force ourselves to rejoice with those who are rejoicing, because when we hit those milestones, we want other people to rejoice with us. And sometimes we have to choose an action. We have to choose joy. We have to choose rejoicing, and the feelings will come later. But if we stay in our home and we let jealousy take over, or anger, or bitterness, or we raise our fist at God. Not that we can't have those moments. I mean, look at the Psalms, look at Lamentations. We can share our anger, but when you let that consume you, it will permeate your spirit, and you'll really be unattractive to your friends and potential spouses. So all I'm saying is I feel you, I get it, but I have to actually work at like finding that balance of mourning and rejoicing. And that's the only tension that I feel like is going to allow me to move forward in honesty. Okay, so I just got this little cappuccino from Kova, my favorite coffee place, and I love them. Why? Because they love me. I'm sure I'm the only person that they make little hearts for. And you know, I think there's some type of symbolism for you, jealous lady, of your friend's love. And this is what I see jealousy doing to you. Yep. Life lesson right there. Kova! You just know... I can't forget that spoon. I told him I would return this.
On the next Ask Joy, Joy proves that she should not be singing nor driving, because she's terrible at both.
Burn! Side is a big street in Portland. It's what divides northeast from southeast, northwest from southwest. But the thing that divides the west from the east is what? The Willamette River, not pronounced Willamette. Know these things if you come to Portland, so people will know or think you're a local.